Okay, in Unit 2, we are going to see different entity relationship, the diagrams and ER models with different ER models and relationship using different mapping and functional dependencies as well as decomposition, whether it is first normal, second normal, third normal, or Boyos code normal form. Okay, we are going to see that one as well as multiple value and joint. Okay, multiple value and joints. Okay. Yes. Right. So using this, we are going to see these things. Okay, entity diagram, enhanced model, relation mapping, as well as functional dependencies. Okay, so first we will see entity relationship with the ER models and concepts. Okay, so today we will see regarding entity relationship and the models with the diagrams. Okay, right. So what is called entity relationship or first relationship model? Okay, actually this relationship model is a popular concept. This concept in mid-70s they have developed this concept. So after developing this concept, they have implemented some pictorial diagram to that for using relational database schemas. Now this model is popular since 70s. Okay, so first we are going to see why we are going to eliminate data redundancy. So example, if there is a piece of data that shall not be stored more than one place. Okay, so a duplicate data must not exist. A duplicate data must not exist. So in this case, we are going to see different inconsistency, which is if it's a duplicate data, it leads to inconsistency, right? Now, database design. So how it is designed? So actually it considered the most important task. Why? Because in our real world, there are different applications which is going to be implemented. So in real world, what is called the real world, and different features, the different techniques and technologies. All the data are taken using the databases. All the data are taken using the databases. Now these data are going to have a pictorial representation using this RDBMS or DBMS. Okay, here it acts as a logical structure and a physical structure. So this is defined as a set of applications. Okay, now we'll see different schema design in this one. So one is conceptual schema design. So what this conceptual schema design is, actually it considers it as the proposed database application. So based on different interviews, it has proposed database application based on the interviews. Now next one is relational schema design. So it uses the notation for designing the conceptual schema. What are the different notations? Notation might be in the different format of a relational database. Next one is schema refinement. So what's called refinement? Restricting the data. So different rules are there. So based on that, we are going to restrict the data and put the data whether it is needed or modified or not updated. Okay, but it is not modified actually. okay, or it is updated. Whether if it is needed, then we will use. If not, we are not going to use that one. Okay, so now we are going to check with the database design process. So this is called as refinement. Refinement means again and again we are going to again and again we are going to check with the database. Okay. Now initial data. So initially we are going to check with the physical determinants. That is how each table in the database is going to be, whether it is physical or not. Okay, so how it is going to be represent. Okay, so next, database initialization. So whether it is captured or reformat or loaded data, we are going to check with that one. Then usage. So based on daily work, how it is used, and fine tuning based on different tuning, that is use of the database. Okay, based on the workload and use of the capable in supporting new needs of the enterprise. Okay, next one, old database. So here old database is replaced and the database life cycle start. If again a new database is going to be, an old database is replaced, then it has the new life to start again. Okay, so next one, entity relationship models. So what is called ER model? So ER model is nothing but entity and entity set. So for example, a student is there. Okay, so student is an entity, teacher is an entity, as well as classroom. Okay, student, teacher, classes, and students and subject also is called as an entity. Okay, so that is called as ER model. So ER model has a entity as well as entity set. ER model will have a entity as well as entity set. Okay, so here if it is that the case, now if a student is considered, then it is also an entity. If teacher is there, then it is an entity. Both are called as entities. Okay, so next one, if what is called entity. So there are different objects in this entity. So those objects must be uniquely identified. Uniquely means uniquely identified. So it must not, there must not be any duplicate. Okay, so it must be uniquely identified, right? So example, if I am going to consider person, so person is a entity. Okay, if I am going to consider department, then if it is ECE department, then it is an entity. Now particularly for place, example Coimbatore I am taking means, then it is a entity. So this is the entity, is called as entity types. So where the entities will be taken and it will be shown. Okay, so there are entities where it can be shown and it can be taken. Okay, now so based on this, the entity is considered. So a particular person is an entity, department is an entity, or a place is an entity. Okay, so next up, entity set. So entity will come in a MCQ. Okay, entity will come in MCQ. Just see to that. Okay, so entity is nothing but, if it is a person, then it is an entity. Department means that is an entity, or a place. A place is also a entity. Okay, so what is the entity set we are going to see? So entity is different from entity set. It is also a MCQ question. Now, so set is a collection or all entities. Okay, so collection or all entities. So a set of collections. So that is called as entity or all entities. Now, what I am going to do? So based on this entity, so for an employee, there are set of employees, E1, E2, E3, all those things. So if it is a set of all the names for that particular employee table, then it is called as entity set. Then it is called as entity set. Okay, right. Now, example, I'm going to a fruit shop. So if I'm going to a fruit shop, what will I do? So fruit, which is a class now. Consider fruit as a class. Okay. So if this is the example for an entity I am taking, then fruit equal to entity type. Fruit is a entity type. Now, whatever the fruit is there, that is a equal to entity. So if it is a fruit is a entity type, now whatever the fruit is there, then it is called as entity. Okay. So here what we have seen, a particular person is also entity, department is also entity, or place is also a entity. Okay. So if that is the case, then here also we can say if a set of fruits are there in a marketplace, then fruit is a entity type, and whatever the fruit I am taking, that is also a entity. So apple equal to entity. So different types of fruits, or it might be different types of apples, it might be. So all those things are called as entities, right? So next step, entity set. What is called entity set? Apple, mango, banana, all the things equal to E1, E2, E3. So whatever the fruits are there, it can be equal to that fruit. Okay, then that is called as entity set. Okay, so bucket of apple, banana, mango, all the things which is equivalent to that fruit is called as an entity set. Okay, right. So we will see the classification of entity. So how it is classified? Based on strong and weak. Okay, strong entity set and the weak entity set. Now, so what is called a strong entity? So strong entity is a complete identifier. So it is identified as an unique. Okay, it is identified as an unique. But if it is a weak entity, actually weak entity will be depend upon strong entity type. So how it is going to depend upon strong entity type. Now I am going to find or cannot be identified that strong entity type. Since it is a weak entity, it is going to be depend on the strong entity. So here it exists with the associated strong entity. It exists, that is weak entity will be there based on the association of the strong entity. Now company is there, employee is there, employees and the employee, all these things are there. But if it is quoted double, okay, if it is highlighted double line, okay, then it is a weak entity. So these are the weak. So this is the weak entity. If it is strong means here it comes the strong entity. Okay, if it is a single one stretch line, okay, then it is a strong entity. So these things, strong entity will not depend on others, but weak entity will depend on others. Okay, right. Now next. So example, a person. A person is there. How to identify a person? Based on his first name. Okay. Suppose the first name itself, 2-3 names are there with the first name John. So here we have to distinguish that two names using the total identifier, using the considering the total identifier. Okay, so we are using that total identifiers. We have to distinguish those John. Okay, then from the employee company we will get the strong entities. Okay, like this we are going to distinguish. So we'll get a strong entity as well as weak entity. Okay, right. So what is called weak entity? So now weak entity is having the key attributes. Okay, I mean strong entities having the key attributes, and weak entity may not have the key attributes. So that is called as weak entity types. So other entities are also called as identifying the owner. Okay, this one will come in MCQ, just make a note. Okay, so other entities are also called as identifying the owners. Other entities also called as identifying the owners. Now I'm going to check with the relationship. If it is a weak entity type, then I have to identify with the owner. Okay, owner means since it is a dependent, I have to check with the other since it's a dependent, I have to check with the owner. Okay, right. So example, there is a two entity, it's called as dependent and employee. So I have to keep a track of the employee as 1:n, that is 1 to n. Okay, so what's the relationship here? So relationship will be 1 to n relationship. Okay, yes, 1 to many. Okay, 1 to many relationship. So based on this, if it is a weak entity, so if it is a weak entity, then I have to check, and using the double line rectangle I will take as a weak entity. Here this parent, I have a parent, since it's a double line, this is considered as a weak entity. Parent is a double line, so it is considered as a weak entity. Okay, so like this the strong and weak entities are classified. Okay, now what is called as attributes. So in each entity, okay, there is a particular properties, so that is called as attributes. Okay, so if this is the attribute, example, for a particular operation, the attributes can be described in a particular address. Example like this. So what is the address is considered? A address is consist of, okay, all these things are considered the attributes. These are described in the major part of the data stored. Okay, where okay, all this data is stored in this particular attributes. And okay, for address there is a street, city, state, and a zip. Okay, so each entity has a particular properties called attributes. So there are different properties which is called as an attributes. Right. Now, so ER model attributes. So what's called ER model? Now, a student, example, I said a student is an entity. Now, what is the attribute for student? He will have roll number, name, age, gender. Okay, all these things are attributes. So that is the ER model attributes. Now, what is called simple attribute? One second. Now, what is called a simple attributes? So, a simple attribute is nothing but atomic and cannot be broken. So, age. Can the age can be broken? No. So, it is called as simple attribute. If it is composite, example, house number, street name and pin code. So more than one simple attribute, that is house number, street name and pin code of a particular person, addresses. Okay, the address of a particular person will be the same, but since it is a composite, more than one simple attribute will be there. Okay, what is called simple attribute? Age cannot be broken, so it is called a simple attribute. Composite attribute means it has more than one simple attribute. Right. Next. So derived. So we have seen what is called ER model attribute, simple attribute, and composite attribute. So what attributes of a student is student roll number, name, age, all those things. Okay, and composite simple attribute means, so what's called simple attribute? Simple attribute will have a cannot be broken, so it will be remain as the same and it cannot be broken. Example, the age. And composite means more than one simple attribute. Okay. So next, derived. So derived means from the whole database. It is derived using that particular attribute. So from the whole database, it is derived. So that is called as derived attributes. Example, age of students. So average age I am going to find for a student means that is called derived attributes. Okay. Then single value attribute means only one value. Multiple values means it has multiple value of attributes. So these are the attributes, and all these attributes will come in MCQs. All these attributes will come in MCQs. Okay. So next, relationships. So what is called relationship? So entity is having relationship to one another. So that is called as relationship. So a particular entity having relation or related to another. So 1 to 1 or 1 to n. Or okay. So that is called as relation for a single entity to another entity. Okay. So that is called relationship. So example, student also you can say student database. Okay. Now relationship. So what are the different types of relationship you will see? So first we will see what is called as relationship. Example, there are two persons, husband and wife. So two persons are called as, so two persons are called as type. So what is type? Type is called as person. So who they are called as a person. Now, so they have a role. So what is the role? So if wife is married to that particular, if a girl is married to a boy, then both are considered is married to wife and husband. Their role becomes as wife and husband. If wife and husband role is there, okay, then what is the type? Type is a person. Both are the person only. Okay, so that is the type. And what is the entity? So entity here is, so husband and wife is the role, and the entity will be there based on that particular person. Okay. Now, so what is the relationship here? They are married to. So married, that is the relationship. So this is a simple concept of entity and a relationship. Okay. Now, so what are the different types of relationship? Let's see. Okay. So one is to one, one to many, and many to many. So these are the three relationships which is available. Okay. Right. Next, okay, working with ER diagrams. So what are the ER diagrams? So how to describe what type of data which is related to each other. Okay, so in the diagram we have entity, attributes, and the relationship. Okay, so how this entity is represented? Entity is represented using a rectangle box, simple rectangle box. Okay, entity is represented as a simple rectangle box. Now, so what is this entity is based on? So we have seen with ER diagram, composite ER diagram, and entity. So entity is represented as a single rectangle box like this. A student is a single entity, simple rectangular box, and subject is another entity, right? So in this entity, what is weak and strong? Weak is this one. I mean, double code, which is coming in the double code, that is called as weak. This is a weak relationship. If it is single diamond shape, then it is called as a strong relationship. Okay, if it is a single rectangle box, it is a strong relationship. If it is a double rectangle box, then it is called as a, so this strong and this is weak. Okay, so this is strong and weak. Okay, so now, so what is called attributes? Example, there is a book. Okay, so the book has many authors as well as date of publishing. So it is the, what is the attribute here? Author and the date of publishing. Right. So weak entity. So weak entity is the loan which is taken, and the installment for paying the loan is called as weak entity. Okay. So what is called key attribute? So the key attributes, so that is the eclipse inside the definition is called as the key attributes. Okay, important attribute. Okay, so these are the things, and we will see some more things. So that is derived attributes. So also derived will come in a dotted line with a circle. Okay, and multiple value means two circles. Two circles is called multiple value. So if it is composite, one circle, again one circle, again one circle, again. Okay, so which has different attributes to that one, that is called composite. Okay, so these are the entity is going to be happen. Example, employees, two different departments. So they are going to work for, what the employee is going to do? They are going to work for different departments. Okay, these are the things are going to do. And the key attributes in the sense, so it is going to represent the key attributes. Example, subject means different subjects are there. Okay, then relationship, so one to one. Okay, one to one relationship, one to n relationship, and many to one and many to many relationships. Okay, yes. So these are the things as well as ER diagrams. So example, these are the simple things what we are going to see, then we will discuss in the later session. Okay, so recursive relationship. So what's called recursive? So which entity is related with itself. Example, employee. Okay, so for the employee, there are different managers and managed. Okay, both the things are recursive relationship. So for an employee, the managers are going to manage them. Okay, yes. So rest of the things we'll see in the next session. Okay, we'll take the attendance. Ashavardhan is there?
Yes, sir.
Ashavardhan, just help me out for A section.
Sir, I will send you the attendance, sir.
Yeah, okay, no issue. Okay, I
Okay.
will take for B section from now. Okay. Yeah. Okay, for B section, tell me if they're hosteler, then I will put attendance. Okay. Pavan Kalyan is there? Pavan Kalyan.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Parandaman, yes, ma.
Sir, we will send you attendance in your WhatsApp itself, sir. For B section also.
B section also. Okay, fine.
Sir, hostelers all present, sir, attending in same mobile.
Yeah, no issue, ma. You put the attendance for them. No problem. I don't want anyone to be absent. And if they have any network issue also, you put the attendance for them. Okay. Since these things are considered for anonymity, don't put absentees. Okay. If they are coming late also, no problem. We will admit them. Okay. No issue. So I don't want anyone to lose their internal marks due to this attendance. Okay, all will be studying, no issue. All will be getting good marks. Okay, yes. Okay, to whom I want to send the B section list? Pavan Kalyan.
Yes, sir.
Or Parandam. Yeah, Pavan Kalyan, shall I send the thing to you?
What for, sir?
Excel sheet. Excel sheet for filling the attendance.
Yeah, sir. We guys will do it and we guys will forward it in WhatsApp, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for coming. Thanks for this session. Okay, we'll continue in the next session. Yeah. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.